3 best recipes for onions. Did you know that this you eat with onions can cause cancer and dementia? There are foods that go well with healthy onions, and there are foods that do not go well with them. We will tell you all about the 3 worst foods and 3 good foods to eat with onions to prevent dementia. Hello, I am your healthy life that protects your health. We always produce videos for your health management with information from Korean health management specialists and researchers in related fields. Are there any people who haven't subscribed yet? Please subscribe and like right now. Please share it with your loved ones. As a reference, the average life expectancy of Koreans is currently about 83 years old as of 2023, which is one of the longest average life expectancies in the world. I hope you all always watch our health management videos and maintain a healthy life. We will continue to deliver only the best health information. We do not consume only one ingredient when we eat. Ingredients that complement the taste and nutrition are mixed together in one dish. However, just because the taste combination is good does not mean that the nutritional compatibility is good. Eating this can be harmful to your body and can even lead to cancer and dementia. All natural ingredients contain good nutrients in themselves. Knowing all of this and consuming it is the best habit for your health. Today's main character is onion, called the elixir of life on the table. Onion has much more amazing effects than you think. It is famous as an energy source for workers who built the pyramids, one of the wonders of the world, and in the United States, it is said that if you eat onions every day, you will lose weight because it is such a good food. You don't need a doctor. Also, Chinese people who eat a lot of oily food have a low incidence of heart disease. It is said that the reason is because of onions. Onions are really good for your body. Especially in the season when your physical strength decreases due to the heat, it is good to eat onions before health food. It promotes the absorption of vitamin B1 and is really effective in recovering from fatigue. Also, the allicin ingredient that gives it a spicy taste acts as a nerve stabilizer, so it is the best for preventing insomnia caused by the summer heat and stabilizing the mind and body. Onions are also good for brain health. They are rich in folic acid, which is really important. Increased blood flow to the brain helps supply more oxygen and nutrients to the brain, which is very good for preventing dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Onions are nicknamed vascular cleaners. They are very effective in preventing cardiovascular disease and adult diseases. In addition, they not only absorb and remove harmful substances in the body, but also break down fat, so you can get a diet effect. But did you know that there are foods that are bad for your health when eaten with onions? Then let's find out the 3 worst onion foods that are bad for preventing cancer and dementia when eaten with onions, and the 3 best onion foods that can help you live a healthy life. The worst onion food for your health is onion juice. Many people are surprised. Many people drink a lot of healthy juices for their health, and many people drink onion juice in particular. The chromium's component that is abundant in onions activates insulin function, which is especially good for controlling blood sugar levels in diabetics. The vitamins contained in onions help produce collagen, maintain skin elasticity, and are also effective in preventing aging, scalp health, and hair loss. But focus on this. No matter how delicious onions are, if you make them into juice, it's a completely different story. People with diabetes or weak kidneys who need to carefully manage their blood sugar should never consume them. It will cause a rapid rise in blood sugar. Also, onion juice contains a lot of potassium. Most diabetics are likely to have poor kidney function, so they should be especially careful. People with kidney disease cannot excrete potassium well. So the more onion juice they drink, the more it will accumulate in their bodies. When potassium accumulates in the body, the heart will beat excessively, and in severe cases, it can lead to sudden death. In particular, if you are taking aspirin or antiplatelet drugs, bleeding can occur. Therefore, you should never consume it. Onion juice is concentrated and can worsen heartburn, so people with weak stomachs should avoid it. If you need to consume it in liquid form, it is also a good idea to boil onion skins and drink them as tea instead of onion juice. Onion skins contain a lot of antioxidants, so keep this method in mind. So, how should you eat onions? Chewing all foods thoroughly is good for your body. If you cook these good onions and chew them thoroughly, the dietary fiber and other nutrients of the onions will be balanced, but if you squeeze out the juice and eat it after concentrating it, it will inevitably be bad for your body. So, The best thing to eat together is meat. As we age, many people have difficulty digesting meat and feel their stomachs bloated when they eat it. You should eat it with onions. One of the spicy ingredients in onions, allyl sulfide, stimulates the mucous membranes of the stomach and intestines to promote digestion. It is really good for digestion because it secretes digestive juices. Onions are really great because they combine with the protein in meat to eliminate the meat's unique smell and cleanse the blood. Also, when you eat onions and meat together, the vitamin B1 in the meat and the allicin in the onion's meat and change into a liniment, which promotes energy production and is really good for recovering from fatigue. It is a must-eat food in the summer because it is effective in killing pathogenic bacteria such as Salmonella and E. coli. Second, the combination that goes the worst with onions is honey. Pickled onion honey was popular in the past. So many people must have eaten it. It is dangerous to eat onions and honey together. Emulsion allyl, a volatile ingredient in onions, generates gas in the body when consumed. If you eat it with honey, your eyesight will deteriorate, and in severe cases, it can even lead to blindness, so you should never eat it with honey. Although not often, when cooking with onions, you can sometimes add honey to the seasoning instead of sugar, so remember that. It is really effective for treatment. Not only that, it is also very good for preventing cancer and diabetes by promoting insulin secretion. This is because it has a sterilizing and detoxifying effect in the body. In addition, the nerve-stabilizing effect of onions and the stress-relieving effect of vinegar work together to produce a great synergistic effect. This is the key point for today. Another recommendation is that onion wine is really good for the body because it is a miraculous way to absorb both the antioxidant components of onions, quercetin and myricetin. It does not dissolve, and no matter how much you consume, it is not well absorbed by the body and is often inactivated by intestinal bacteria. On the other hand, if you age it with alcohol, these components are directly released into the wine, maximizing the absorption rate in the body. In fact, according to a research paper published by Professor Weifeng Chiu of Taiwan, blood cholesterol levels were significantly improved after consuming onion wine for 10 weeks. Lastly, the third worst onion food for your health is fried onions. These days, you can eat onions as they are, fried nicely, and you can see a lot of fried onions at fast food restaurants. Even if onions are good for your health, if you eat them fried, they are definitely bad for your health. Since they are usually fried at high temperatures, they have a very high trans fat content compared to other foods. This is because consuming a lot of trans fat lowers your good cholesterol level and increases your bad cholesterol level. Also, if you coat onions in flour and fry them, a lot of sugar toxins are bound to be generated. These sugar toxins exist in our brain cells and cause inflammatory reactions. It is really dangerous to continue eating fried foods like this because it causes chronic inflammation throughout the body and further causes cardiovascular and brain diseases. To prevent cancer and dementia, you should avoid fried foods. So, what foods should you eat onions with? Brown rice and whole grains are rich in iron and zinc. This zinc is very effective in strengthening the immune system when combined with the sulfur component in onions. Be sure to eat whole grains as well. It is good to eat with whole wheat bread and onion soup, and it is even better when eaten as a side dish with onions and multigrain rice. Finally, I will tell you some of the best tips for cooking onions healthily. First, if you lightly fry the onions in oil, the nutrients will be absorbed much better. It is recommended to use olive oil or canola oil that does not oxidize easily. Onions are good because when they come into contact with oxygen, the sulfur compounds, which are spicy ingredients, are converted into beneficial enzymes in the body. Remember that these enzymes are much more effective in promoting metabolism and preventing blood clots. So far, we have looked at the 3 worst and 3 best foods to eat with onions. Onions should be eaten with vinegar and wine, not honey. And do not use concentrated onion juice, but cook the onions with meat and chew them thoroughly. They are much more delicious when fried. How is that? I hope you all stay healthy by cooking and eating healthy foods using healthy onions and healthy foods. Thank you so much for being with us for a long time. If today's video was helpful, please subscribe and click like. Please share it with many people. I will always pray for your health and happiness. The next video will also be well made for you with good information from experts who provide health information in Korea. Thank you.